Hey everybody, it's a beautiful Sunday evening. It's already 6 minutes past 7 in the evening, and look, the sun is going down and I'm here on the world famous Glen Oaks Boulevard and Sundance Boulevard here in Sun Valley. And look, there's a Chevy Bel Air. I'm about to go to a Lowrider car meeting, that's right. Sun Valley is next to the city of Pacoima, and the Latino community here is big, it's huge. No wonder why they always think I'm one of them, right? So, Lowrider, what is that? What's so special about that? Who is in that beautiful car community? We're gonna find out right now. Let's go! Vamos!
Rolling down the boulevard, sun hitting my shades. Oh, yeah. Riding low and slow, this vibe never fades. What's up? Palm trees dancing in the hazy sunlight glow. West Coast rhythm, let the good times flow. Cruising, grooving, feel that funky breeze. Talk about singing, setting spirits at ease. From the hills to the shore, ain't no second guessing. In these Cali streets, we count every blessing.
So here I'm standing in the middle of the road, the middle of the world famous Glen Oaks Boulevard. I live right there, and right there is Pacoima. So I said I'm gonna talk to a few owners of those lowriders. It is a community, it is a culture, and that's the thing I would like to know. What's so special about this lowrider culture community? Let's go. So I'm here with another Michael. Mike,
How you doing?
fine, thank you. Thank you for participating in this special about the lowrider community. Can you tell the viewers what's so special about the lowrider community? And it is a culture, so tell the viewers back in Indonesia and the Netherlands, what is lowrider?
What's special about lowriding is the community is that like community will get together and do good things. Car clubs, people that are just not even in the clubs that just come out and they want to participate and hold fundraisers and benefit causes. That's a good thing that we do. We also get into the culture side of it. We also take cars that are from the 50s, 40s, 60s, 70s, and even 30s. We change them. We keep them original. We change them. We can customize them. Put style and paint on them, and just kind of give it flavor, give it style, and make it a family thing where we come out and enjoy a nice car that can hop or can have a sound system or has real cool classic parts, like accessories, things like that. I know me myself, I like old cars. I'm with the Duke's Car Club, and we're 39 to 54, you know. We have different chapters, but mostly old cars, and they just have a lot of character. The cars themselves have a lot of character. The community does a lot with the cars, and taking the cars, and having fundraisers and gatherings, and going to the parks, and having car shows and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. It's been like that since, I guess the 60s.
So you said the 60s. With all respect, you and I were even born yet.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah. So since I'm Dutch Indonesian, so my family, they moved in the late 60s to the Netherlands. What about your family? Are you a first, second generation American Mexican? Did your parents or grandparents move from Mexico over here?
Yes, they did. So on my father's side, my father, I believe it was the first generation born here in California.
Yeah.
The United States, California. My mom's side, my mom was the second generation. And so I guess I would be like the second and third, depending on which side, but second and third generation. I'm 42 years old.
Yeah.
I was born in 83. And my family's, they got, my dad's side, my grandmother was from Monterrey, Mexico, which is like, I hear I've never been there, but I hear it's like more wealthier side of Mexico, Monterrey. And my mom's side, her dad, my grandfather, was from Durango, Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Also, something that I would like to know is my generation. So I'm 12 years older than you. So we were born and raised in the Netherlands. Some of us do speak Dutch and Indonesian. What about your generation? Were you raised in both English and Spanish, or only particular English? Because I have American Mexican friends, they only speak English and they don't want to speak Spanish. Do you know why that is? Why some of your fellow American Mexicans don't speak any Spanish at all?
Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish?
I don't know that question. I can't answer that. But I myself was raised speaking both. I'll be honest with you, I don't know Spanish fluently.
But you understand.
But I understand it all.
Yeah.
You can understand it. I try my best, but my accent isn't there, and I guess my communication with the language, isn't there. And there's so many different types of ways to speak Spanish as well. It's not there. English is just English.
Yeah.
So
but you kept the Mexican culture still. Is it still in there, your Mexican culture? Let's say if Mexican plays against the United States in 2 months, who would you root for?
The United States.
United States.
Yes, because I'm a veteran.
Okay.
I served in the Army for 12 years, and I'm an American citizen. I'm not from Mexico. I wasn't born there.
Yeah.
And just because of that difference, I will go with the United States.
Perfect. Yeah. But you still carry some Mexican pride also in you, like.
Yeah, always. Oh yeah. There's roots there.
Thank you.
There's a tradition. There's tradition and culture represents something.
Yeah.
Your roots is just instilled in you. A culture. Your roots is like, it's who you are. Those are your roots. My roots is who I am.
That's what I understood.
But the culture is what we
grew up in.
What we grew up in, and what we also show our culture.
Yeah.
How we represent it. There's a lot of different sides of culture. There's a lot of different parts of Mexico. So it's not just Mexicans you can't just have one part of Mexico and say this is the culture of Mexico, because that's not true.
Parts, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many different parts. South America, they speak Spanish over there too.
Yeah.
So, they speak Spanish. So, if you consider the language your culture, then that's not correct.
No.
Your roots is what really counts. That's what identifies you, your roots. So,
I am thankful you say that.
Yeah.
So Indos, now you hear it. Born in the United States of America, served for the United States Army, and he roots for United States, but it's still in here. Like I said, the roots will never ignore that. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. So we met Mike earlier. Now we're standing next to Will. Will, tell me more about the lowrider culture.
Well, the lowrider culture goes way back. For me, the lowrider culture it's anything that has a nice paint job with a lot of chrome. I know the first lowrider hydraulics came from the aviation cylinders.
Yeah.
And I know that's how everything started. After that, it just became part of the Chicano.
After the Second World War.
Yes,
yeah, okay.
yes. And you know, for this one, it's no longer hydraulics. It has the airbags on it.
Yeah. So you just mentioned Chicano. So would you believe me if I tell you my mom was born in Durango and my dad was born in Mexico City?
Well, I believe you. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not. I am Dutch Indo.
Huh.
And it's funny because I was raised in Belgium, and I started coming to this area in '72 when Hansden was a lake.
Yes.
You remember? Yeah.
We used to fish there.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
And when I go to Vallarta, everybody speaks Spanish to me. And when I say I don't speak Spanish, some of them don't believe me. They start cussing in Spanish, and then sometimes I hear the word Chicano. What does Chicano mean?
Chicano is basically when you got parents from Mexico and you were born here. You're not Mexicano, you're a Chicano, so something smaller than a Mexican.
Does it mean you're a mutt or not particular?
No, not particular.
Because for us Indos, we have a European great-grandfather and an indigenous Javanese, Sumatranese, Balinese mother. So with Chicano, that means both parents are from Mexico.
From Mexico, and you're born here. Yes.
Okay. Other question: how come some of my American Mexican friends they refuse to speak Spanish? They said, "No, I'm American." Well, the majority of my American Mexican friends they are proud American Mexicans, and when Mexican plays against United States soccer, they root for Mexico. What about you?
I'm first generation here, so I still consider myself Mexican American because I feel like I'm still just first generation. My kids now are American Mexicans, and my grandkids.
Do you speak to them in Spanish or up to them?
My kids are bilingual. My grandkids are more into English than Spanish, but they still we try and speak
carry
to
that pride.
Yes.
And that okay.
Yes.
Perfect. So you own this lowrider Harley?
Yes.
Like I said, I used to come here very often growing up as a teenager. I used to go to a concert of Tierra, the music, the band.
Oh yeah, Tierra, yeah.
Talk about music. What band or music can you consider that's part of our lowrider community, lowrider culture?
That has changed. Before it used to always be oldies and then old school now, what we call old school. But now you're hearing a lot more Spanish music being played in the lowrider community. Majority, you still hear a lot of old school.
Yeah. Lowrider community, was it founded by the Latino community or by the African American community?
That I do not have the answer for that one. That's a good question.
Because when you go to TikTok, you see lowriders. There is always the song "Lowriders," you know.
War.
War. Yeah.
That, yes.
But when I go to the Mexican TikToks, then it's Tierra, and then there is Insane in the Left.
Marquez.
Insane in the Left lane. What is that? He's also Mexican Americans. Insane in the Left lane. And it's.
Yeah, I got it. I know what you're talking about.
Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill, yes.
There you go.
Cypress Hill, yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So, a condition is chrome is part of your lowrider project.
Yes. Gotta have chrome, and it's gotta have a clean paint job. A lot of times you have a lot of flakes on it, but other than that, chrome. It has to have
perfect.
Chrome. Yes.
Will, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate this.
Hey, nice meeting you.
Likewise.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. All right.
So that was Will telling his side of the story of lowriders. It's getting dark, but still I want to talk to one lowrider owner. I'm standing next to Big L. L, tell me something about the beautiful lowrider community, the culture.
For the culture is a family, you know what I'm saying? It's generation from generation. So my parents are born in they were born in the 60s, so they lowride in the 70s, and my grandfather before that. You know, it's a Chicano culture. I consider myself Chicano, so you know, this is what we've been doing for a long time, customizing our cars, lowering them, how low and slow can you go, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's how I see the car culture is it's through our culture, Chicano, you know, brown and proud, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. It takes a lot of money to build these cars. It takes a lot of money and patience and
low and slow, you said.
Low and slow.
The slower the better, right?
The slower the better.
You said.
But you know, a lot of these cars can go fast though. You know what I'm saying? They can go fast. They can keep up with the best of them, but
there you go.
It's usually low and slow.
You said Chicano. Can you tell the viewers what the definition of Chicano is?
Well, Chicano is indigenous with Mexican roots. You know, we're indigenous people, but we have Mexican roots, so we don't forget that. And we didn't give that name to us. That's what they were calling us, so we just took pride in it and said, hey, homie, Chicano power, Chicano pride, you know?
Now, the most important question. I'm now an American naturalized citizen, okay?
Okay.
In 2 months, it's the FIFA World Cup, okay?
Yeah.
If the Netherlands plays against US, I would still support the Netherlands. What about if Mexico plays the United States? Who you for?
I'm from the United States, but you know, hey, I don't know. Probably USA, you know what I'm saying? But I still got pride for my roots, Mexico, you know. We didn't cross the border crossed us.
I love it.
You know?
Thank you very much. Who is this?
I'm Violet.
Violet, and you are?
Santi.
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 S-A-N-T-I?
X-A-N-T-H.
Oh, Santi with an X.
Santi,
Santi
yeah.
with an S is Indonesian, so.
Different, yeah.
Good question. What made you to go in this beautiful lowrider culture community?
I just love the whole environment. Like, I love the cars. I love the vibes. You know, just it's where everybody wants to be at. You know?
There you go.
Yeah.
What about you, Santi?
Ask the question again.
Are you in this beautiful lowrider community because of, like she said, it's the fun? Is this also for you some family related? Do you self or your uncle or your auntie have a lowrider?
No, same thing as her. It's just, you know, it's the place to be at.
Community, meeting people,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
joining the music.
Definitely community, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, girls.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That's it. So it's getting dark. I'm about to go home, but this is the Chicano and the lowrider culture. Look at this. Thank you. Let's go.